Yo, bro, check out this meme I found.
I'm black. It has nothing to do with the fact that it's a tire show. Well, I can't be black at 1 in the morning?
Wow, that is very peculiar. Family Guy Brian Griffin meme. I will say so myself. Yeah, I know, right? Wanna go racing? You bet! And that's the story to Hello Kitty and Sanrio friends racing. Hello Kitty and the other Sanrio friends just kind of joining along, I guess. Hello Kitty and Sanrio friends racing is a game I found on Steam for $20 and decided I would make a video on it. If it looks familiar, then it's probably because of the other game, Hello Kitty Cruisers. I'm not exactly sure if they're the same game or if the other one's like a sequel or a prequel. I didn't put too much thought into this. After all, I wouldn't look like a complete buffoon playing this game anyways. I wasn't gonna look into it any deeper, you buffoon. If this game reminds you of anything else other than Hello Kitty Cruisers, it's probably Garfield Kart. Both of them are cheap knockoff racers that are only made to just get some money off of the property they own. However, though, there's a huge difference. Garfield Kart gained a cult following because the name Garfield Kart is ridiculous. I've never heard about Hello Kitty and Sanrio Friends Racing until a few days ago. So with that being said, let's install this 600 megabyte game and dive on it. Okay, so I already have a problem with this game. This game has unlockable characters, right? The freaking Steam thing, the banner that all of the games have, it spoils the unlockable characters. Just downright spoils it. No tension. I doubt there's that many Sanrio characters. They're not franchises as much as they are just PNG to slap on a shirt, but still, why would you do this? Why? Also, lovely knowing that there is just no freaking like logo on there. It's just text. It's just text. Yeah, Hello Kitty, one of the biggest, baddest franchises out there. Can't have a good Steam display. Oh boy, I'm already very excited for this game. Alright, so we open it up and cheat. The game is cheat. We're still using these things from like the 1930s or something. What? This can also be seen by booting up Garfield Kart. It's just a symbol of cheap kart racers, I guess. Okay then, okay, not the greatest menu around, but not the worst. Though it is sad to say that Garfield Kart has a better menu, even though it looks like it was made for mobile phone. Okay, let's see what's on this character select. We got Hey There Cat, Frogger, that guy, possibly offensive cat, the best one, and dog, with an additional 4 unlockable characters to incentivize the playing of this $20 game. Honestly, the character models don't look that bad. And oh my goodness, there are costumes that look, oh my goodness, cute and charming. This is ridiculous. This is like more than the minimum effort. I can't believe it. Instead of one additional costume, there's two. Oh my goodness. Guys, this may just be the best game ever. Game of the year, Mario Kart Killer. Okay, I'm gonna stop. And we're greeted with oh, this is gonna be one of those games where quite literally everything is locked until you do. Well, we pick the first tour, pick the first car, and then we race. As everything starts, the game begins. Three, two, one, go! Whoa, slow down there, buddy. You're going a bit faster, aren't you? This first stage is a good beginner stage. Nothing good, nothing bad. Honestly, I don't care. This first tour is alright, really. Though, honestly, I was pretty impressed. Especially by the third stage, which is Rainbow Road. Don't get me wrong, it's not the prettiest thing around, but it looks pretty good. And the addition of the little twin stars was something I wasn't expecting. Which, if I'm not, if you call me, if you catch me off guard in this type of game, it's either really good or really bad, and this is more towards the former. Also, you might or might not see, and I don't know how lazy I am this editing session. There were multiple vehicles, like Diddy Kong Racing, basically. So instead of switching in between, like during the races, it's one and that's it. You either have carts, boats, or planes, and okay, they're not that different. It's basically just cars and water, and cars we can move up and down. And that's it. The more I played, the more problems I found with it, but we're gonna go into that later. For now, we have a decent Mario Kart clone. Oh, and by the way, Sanrio, if you're watching this, please, please make the Hello Kitty cruise ship a real thing. I would happily get on that. Okay, make it real. Make it real. Though I must say, the themes of these tracks are tenuous at best. Like the last course of Tour 1, which for some reason isn't the little Twin Stars Rainbow World thing, is My Melody Ski Resort. Because, ah yes, My Melody Ski Resort will have Hello Kitty's mug plastered all over the thing. Because, yeah, she's this not nice, you see. Either Hello Kitty's a queen on this universe, or she's holding everybody at gunpoint to put her on everything, or something like that. Also, one thing I have a problem with, the game doesn't detect if your controller's in. Well, okay, so when I first started the race, I couldn't accelerate. I couldn't find the accelerate button. For a second, that was gonna be a guard for guard situation where all the controls would just be messed up and not work half the time, but I looked in settings and turns out I was on the keyboard and mouse control. The keyboard and it didn't switch to accommodate my playstyle. You switch it yourself. That is okay then. Screw it. Who needed automatic pairing to make things easier? We could just do it by yourself. Anyways, after you beat Tour 1, you unlock Tuxedo Sam, the absolute classiest of penguins. But he isn't the best one, so checking the melody. Also, for some reason, there were 2 Kamaris on the track. This game supports exactly 8 players on a track at once. 8 players is all of the characters, including the unlocked ones. How do you mess that up? Next character you unlock is the actual best one. Okay, goodbye, My Melody. I figured out my new main. She goes hard. Third tour, oh no. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. All of the courses. There were like 5 teams in this whole game! Yep, this is one of those kart racers where there are like 5 themes and then they just make multiple courses out of those instead of like remixing the themes to be different or just having straight up like unique themes. Like the best and most climactic one, I guess you can call it. Yeah, that barely feels like anything after a while. It's like getting on crack multiple times. You just stop feeling it. I mean, some of them are cool. Like I genuinely want the Hello Kitty cruise to happen, and a petition for Mount Winchport to be replaced by Sanrio heads would be particularly epic. But other than that, it's all the same. It's just like a generic environment, but we plaster Sanrio characters like all over it, including Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty's like the god of this world, I guess. I don't know. It's like that new Mickey Mouse Christmas special where it's like, it looks really good, but the Mickey symbol is everywhere as if they're at Walt Disney World when it's like, no, I'm pretty sure the world doesn't revolve around me. No, it revolves around nobody at all. And like, I get it. It's a baby game for children. I shouldn't be judging it this hard. But considering that I spent $20 on this game, and this game looks like it cost at most 5, it starts to feel like dream. And the game is beyond easy. With only 1 speed and frankly stupid computers, you are never going to lose. And I can't stress enough. You could have a 1-year-old stupid child play this game and they would do better than the AI genuinely. Like for example, on this one jungle level, I noticed that all of the AI seems to be in one place. So I just stood in place for a good few seconds, reversing even, and none of them came around. What the hell? So I go have a look on what's going on and, oh. Okay then. You see, the programmers of this game, there's something in the game called collision. Basically, if you run into something, you collide with it. And the programmers of this game, I'm guessing there was a bigger wall there, but then they changed it. But they didn't remove the collision, so there's just collision, like, on, like, it's just there, and the characters get stuck on it. But most of them, because Hello Kitty was just driving into a wall. Like, what are you doing there? Come on, Kitty, like, get back up. I decided what Hello Kitty needed was some inspiration. So I blasted her with 3 pies and she got back up. Wonderful. And then I realized she was probably still in the first lap, so I could have just waited there and she would have passed the goal and I would still have won. Um, yeah. So anyways, you unlock 2 other characters. I don't even know. It was like some other guy and then like cinnamon roll or something. I genuinely do not care who I unlocked. I already unlocked the best character in the game. So yeah. So I beat all the Grand Prix and for a moment I felt peace. Until I get back to the menu and see Adventures with Sanrio Friends or something. Oh boy. So anyways, the first one is Hello Kitty collecting cupcakes. It's you're driving as Hello Kitty. You're collecting cupcakes. That's it. Which is pretty weird that it's cupcakes because if you're an Hello Kitty lore enthusiast like I am, you would know that her favorite food is apple pie, not cupcakes. So why is she collecting cupcakes? And it's weird because there are apple collecting missions, but Hello Kitty, she's never assigned one of these apple collecting missions. It would have been cute. It wouldn't be like, "Come, Hello Kitty, get apples for the apple pie." But no, she just collects cupcakes and speeds or something. I'm not sure. And I'm not saying Hello Kitty doesn't like cupcakes. I bet she does. What kind of insane human being doesn't like cupcakes unless they got freaking whipped cream on them? In that case, got me out. But you know, it would have been better if the Hello Kitty themed game was more Hello Kitty themed. It doesn't impact my thoughts on the game anyway, but it's just something to think about, you know. You know. Anyways, huge side tangent over. The missions are basically 2 per character, and they're all different. And by they're all different, I mean there's like 3 adventure styles. Cupcake collect, you collect cupcakes. Apple collect. It's like collecting cupcakes, but there's a lot more apples than there are cupcakes. Like normally you have to get 99 apples, but normally you're supposed to get like 13 cupcakes. There's ones where you try to complete a lap as fast as possible. Pretty simple. And then the last one is hoops. You drive through hoops. Superman 64. All of these are horrible garbage fire. The least offensive ones would have to be the speeding ones because they're really easy, and the cupcake ones. While they did cause me a fair bit of frustration, which I get into later, they weren't that bad. But oh my goodness, okay, apple picking. It wasn't the worst. It was only really the last one that bothered me. But hoops. The Superman 64 Hello Kitty hoops. Oh, okay, so the first hoops isn't awful, but then you get to the other ones. The other ones suck in every single way. Okay, so bit of a tangent, not really a tangent because it connects to everything later. But in this game, braking is not an option. If you brake, it doesn't stop you any faster. I couldn't even notice if my inputs were putting in. You have to come to complete stop. It takes about 5 seconds. Reverse, even if it's a little, it also takes 5 seconds, and then you got to keep going. The reason why this is so important is because all of these events are timed. Because add a bit of challenge. However, when when reversing is a whole process, and going through the lap again, it's slower than just reversing. You're gonna want to reverse. But reversing also sucks, so you gotta do it all in one go, you see. But, oh no, you can't run into the walls, because if you run into the walls, you magnetize to them for a good 3 seconds until you're finally let out. Oh my god. What's even worse is the very final apple picking one. Cinema Roll's apple pickup. I hate you, Cinema Roll. I think what they did is that the designers placed the apples as if the game's physics were good, but they failed to account for the fact that the physics were not good. So if this was, say, Mario Kart or Diddy Kong Racing, then, all of it would have been good. This would have been easy, if not a bit of a challenge, because, you need that. But this isn't Mario Kart or Diddy Kong Racing. This is Hello Kitty and Sanrio Friends Racing. What do you think it is? Anything but hellish torture that makes me want to stop playing video games? You're wrong. It is hellish torture that makes me want to stop playing video games. Made even worse, by the hoops. You see, one little quirky thing the hoops like to do is face towards the camera because they are 2D PNGs. They will look weird, it's like Mario 64. But when they turn the freaking hitbox turns, so you're always missing them because you're always trying to circle around, maybe get them on the side, but no, they have to face the camera, despite that the boots are also rings that are 2D images. They do not. Um, they don't rotate to face the camera. So it's just pain, I tell you. And the speed boosts don't help. They only help in, the speed challenges. But in, every other one, it doesn't help at all. It just makes your controls worse. I forgot to mention drifting. Drifting in this game, don't do it. It makes your turn worse and it makes you go a little bit slower. It's just not worth it. You wanna know another thing that's stupid? So, when you first begin, you do the first half and then you do the second half. Alright, pretty good. But then I noticed that there was a little problem. Like where it seems like I clicked the second one, but I ended up clicking the first one. Alright then, just a little glitch, on one of them. But then I look at it further. I boot the game back up again to confirm my theory. Somehow, some way, they messed up the menu. You see, and on the second half of the mission select screen, if you hover your mouse over it, which if you're playing the Steam game, you are going to do because controller support is not on that specific menu. Then you wind up picking one from the left half. Half of the right half isn't, it's choosable. You can have your mouse full on the right side and pick a mission from the left side. I get away with this. Who designed this? What were they thinking? Like, genuinely, this is awful game design. They couldn't. Was it really that hard to just, like, have a bigger trigger for the right side? I doubt it could have been that hard to do that successfully on the left side. What's the idea? I genuinely stutter to think that they made this game and then never noticed it. Like, oh, could it have been that hard to just fix it, right? But no, it is. Apparently, it is that hard to fix it. Okay, then. I guess it's fun. I guess it's all fine and dandy over in Kittyland and Sanrio Pureland. Fun. You can't have fun here. You cannot have fun. Okay. Game is awful and terrible, and I kind of loved my experience with it. Genuinely, this game is awful, but I honestly had fun with the awfulness. Like, I wasn't offended by everything, most, truthfully, I made this video with, like, an AVGN mindset, but even then, the game's decent, I guess. There's just it's just like there's some bad things, and if you don't touch the adventure mode, then you walk out this game with, like, a 6 out of 10. But for me, who did do the adventure mode, who decided that 100% achievement, like 100% this game would be a good idea, 4 out of 10. It's not the worst game I played, but it's definitely not one of the better ones. What do you want, Karomi? Can you say I'm busy being busy? Yo, bro, so I challenged my Melody to this racing contest, right? She got into a horrible crash. I'm pretty good, but my Melody, I don't think she's gonna make it. And personally, I'm quite happy for that. I just have a craving for an orange soda. What do you think? I'm gonna get the murdered my best friend discount? No, leave, get out. Okay, fine, bro. She isn't actually dying, by the way. Okay, I don't know where that was going, but okay, so I looked in the reviews of this game and I found this really cute My Melody artwork in there. I don't know how he made it. He probably just copy and pasted it. I copy and pasted in here and okay, real talk. I don't know where that skit was going. I just had a general idea and then um like, subscribe, and comment for more quality content. Like, I mean, this is really quality